Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 26th to July 2nd. This is for Libra, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific and detailed with your reading, Libra, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So, Libra, this is a very big week, and we are going to kick it off with the Mars squaring Uranus aspect. I mentioned this very briefly toward the end of my reading last week, and then I think in the monthly reading, but this is a really big aspect, and I actually have to get comfortable in my chair for this because we need to talk. This is pretty volatile, I'm not gonna lie, okay? It's pretty volatile. Now, what's happening here, you've probably, if you are into astrology, you've probably seen a lot of astrologers talk about this aspect. It is, think about Mars, the planet of action, drive, ambition, but also can be really aggressive, okay? Mars can be very aggressive. You have to think of Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. Where did Aries come from, right? God of war, Aries. Can be a little, right? And then Uranus, which is, it's currently in Taurus. It has been in Taurus since 2018, but Uranus is a planet of the unexpected and of surprises and things that are not really predictable, unpredictable things. But you have to remember, Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. Aquarius is just more like independence. They're revolutionary. They want their freedom. They also are known to remember. They're the rebellious ones, right? The independent one. Think like James Dean, who is an Aquarius. Okay, so it's like when Mars and Uranus are squaring. That's a cat fight. No, it's a dog fight. It's it's two bears. It's poking two bears. Okay, now here's the thing. This is a day where, sure, things may be a little, you may have an argument. I'm not going to lie. Mars is in Leo right now in your 11th house. So you may have an argument with a friend or someone in an organization you belong to, a group that you belong to, because Mars, again, this is all in your 11th house, okay, and it's your social network, all right? Even social media, there could be something that happens on social media that gets really heated, okay, on Monday. So I'm not saying this is going to happen for all Libras. Everything is based on your birth chart, and it's definitely going to affect Libra risings a lot more, but there is definitely going to be some Libras may feel that, okay? So just not seeing eye to eye, maybe an argument, maybe just a power struggle as well, but you could feel a little restless around this time, okay? Now, what's really interesting is that it's definitely going to, if not a friend, just resonate with someone in your physical world, okay? Because if you think about where Uranus is right now, Jupiter's there too, but in your 8th house, okay? So not only is this kind of the house of transformation and death and rebirth, but it is other people's resources, okay? So it involves other people. And so there could be an argument about money on Monday, all right? Or finances. Now you also have to think about Pluto, went back into Capricorn, your 4th house. It could be something that has to do with family or your children, okay? So keep that in mind. It's going to be one of those days, and I just want to give you a heads up, all right? Because I want you to remember, even though this is a square and this aspect is happening, I'm going to tell you why. It can be a lot softer than a lot of astrologers are making it sound to be. And there's 3 reasons why. 1, Mars in Leo makes you more bold, makes you more courageous, drawing a line in the sand. Now that could be with the other person too, so that's why there may be some odds there. But here's the thing, here's the big thing: the moon is going to be in your sign, okay, on Monday and Tuesday. So that really softens the blow. Moon in Libra, first of all, in your sign. So that's really great. And you are the sign of, being very diplomatic, fair-mindedness. It's a lot of peace, right? So that, again, softens the blow. But what also really helps soften the blow is that same day, Mercury is moving into Cancer. And so this is absolutely a huge thing. This is major because Mercury in Gemini is very different from Mercury in Cancer. Mercury in Cancer, I think it's a lot more more intuitive, okay? Lots more like speaking from your heart, being empathetic, being a lot more even visceral, maybe even like communicating with in a more loving way, okay? Communicating in a more loving way. A lot of heart to heart energy, okay? So if you see what's happening here, it's like there could be some kind of, moment where it's really challenging on Monday, all right? With a partner, with a family member, with a friend, with even a coworker, okay? Because again, we are in Cancer season. That's our 10th house of career, okay? So with a boss or a colleague, and then you have that moment and it kind of like goes down, but then Mercury goes into Cancer and you're like, oh, and then the moon is in Cancer, so it's like you kiss and make up right after. And so it's really going to be an interesting week. But what makes it nice is that right after that, toward the end of the week, oh my goodness, we have the Sun trining Saturn. We have Mercury trining Saturn the day after that, and then the day after that, on the 30th, we have a Mercury Cazimi. This is absolutely amazing. This is the Sun conjuncting Mercury, and so it is the best day of the year astrologically, or of the month or of the week. It's such a great day. Your ideas will be like overflowing. You could have like a lot of clarity in terms of things that you want, that your heart wants, and just in an evenly mutually beneficial way with like all parties. So it's really, really very interesting week. It's like there may be something that tests you in the beginning of the week, but all the other aspects are just so nice and they're just so lovely. So keep that in mind. Absolutely keep that in mind. And I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box if you are new to my channel. And so I do the placements that I just said, the aspects I just said. There's little descriptions about it each. Just very brief. So you can look at that because I know I talk way too much in my reading. So Libra, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for June 26th to July 2nd. Again, this is for Libra, Sun and Rising. And if you do want to read for your moon, hey, your moon's in Libra this week. Your Venus, any of those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to. Okay, you are absolutely welcome to. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you, my Libras. Okay, so as you can see, my dog has joined me today. She is sitting up here on her throne. And it's only because there was like a rainstorm, so she just wanted to be real like eye level with me. She normally in the summer is not up here too much, but either way, I'm going to. She takes up all my table space, Ruby. So I'm going to make sure that you can see all the cards. Let me look at the camera here, and I hope you see this. I hope you see this, Libra. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Libra, you're good. You're good. All right, you're good. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. You got the Seven of Swords in your past. Now, here's the thing. It really depends on what day you watch this reading. But hey, with that Mars squaring Uranus that's kicking off this week, there you go. Okay. But even still, if you think about like last week, you did have you had an interesting spread. It was a very interesting spread, right? There was Queen of Wands in your. I got to look at anyway. Let's keep going. So there could have been something that happened in your past. Okay, that is something where the main message coming from me is like, don't like face your truth. Be honest with yourself. Okay, be honest with yourself. I feel like there was like some newness with your reading last week. So be honest with yourself with like this new path that you're going on. Remember, Jupiter is in your 8th house. You are going through a very transformative year. And a lot of y'all are feeling that now, especially with that Jupiter sextile Saturn aspect that happened last week. We're also, remember, coming out of that new moon. Okay, so this is really, that new moon was in your 9th house of, spirituality, your belief system. And so this is all about just facing your truths at this point. Okay, facing your truth in terms of anything that it's almost like reality's hitting you, okay? And there's some things where you're just like, oh gosh, I don't want to even deal with that, or gosh, like this is something that is just a little too overwhelming right now. I got to just push it to the side. Just remember, it's really, he's I call this the lying, cheating, stealing card. Now, what's coming up for me more energetically for me is that it's you that's sneaking away with this, and it's in raw daylight. So it's more like, hey, have some clarity around this, okay? If you feel that way, if you feel that there's something that you are something that you definitely have to face that's happened in your life, take that time to really acknowledge it and come to terms with it. Because I say this all the time, like those low energy frequencies where it's like where you avoid something, where you fear something, or even have like a fight with a friend or whatnot, if you push it to the side, it's still there. Okay, that energy is still there, and so it's like take that fight with a friend energy, okay, or a family member, whoever it is. If none of y'all make up, if you decide, if it's like a heated fight and you don't talk to each other for days, and you're like, it's over, that's it, and you think that you feel good about it, but you don't. You feel the sting of it, okay, and it affects everything you do, and it's always going to be in the back of your head until you actually get together and do something to talk about it and have that conversation and really communicate. And remember, with Mercury and Cancer, heart to heart, okay? So but again, a lot of this I feel like is just you having to face your truths, okay, and just really dealing with anything or that may be challenging, and just really confronting it. Now here's the other thing, Libra. If there is a situation where someone has lied to you or stolen from you, or cheated on you or whatnot, I'm getting more of an impression that it is being handled. And if you haven't been doing it, do it. All right, it is being handled, and good for you. Okay, so I feel like that you are, and especially if you think about the fact. Remember, I said Mars is in Leo, right? And so that's that confidence energy, that being proud of yourself. So really stepping up now. Okay, and again, that is in your 11th house, and it's just not Mars in Leo; it's Mars and Venus in Leo. Okay, so really stepping up in that area. All right, and really being, again, putting your foot down if anyone's doing something to you. And I feel that energy that most of y'all are taking care of it, right? It's that whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Where did that come from anyway, right? Like taking care of business when they go like that. Anyway, but if you haven't, do it because you will feel the sting of it, okay? And it brings you into that like quicksand energy. Now, the reason why I feel like a lot of y'all have taking care of it or will be is because you did get the King of Wands in the heart of your spread. Hello. This is amazing. Okay, very amazing. This is not only is he Leo, by the way. Remember, Mars and Venus in Leo in your 11th house, your social network, groups you belong to, but also your hopes and wishes. Okay, and a lot of people ask, like, that's so interesting how those two are so different, and they're all in the same house. Now, let me explain something. If you think about ancient astrology, it's the people that you know. It's the people that you know, your friends, your network, your communities that you belong to, even your LinkedIn community, whatever. The people that you know that actually are the ones that connect you and are a catalyst and support you and help you to achieving your hopes and wishes. So you push those together, okay? So remember, I've been telling every sign to be social this month, all right? Especially with Mars and Venus and Leo, and a lot of the other aspects too. But King of Wands, there you go, okay? This is you. Speaking of Ruby sleeping in her throne, this is you sitting in your throne. This is absolutely amazing, okay? This is all your passion. This is I want you to see something here. You see how this king, he's kind of tilted forward. He can't sit still. He's the fun king. He wants to go meet people. He wants to be social. He wants to continue like fulfilling more passions of his. He wants to help other people with their passions. Like, he's ready for that. He's, again, the fun king. And I love this king. I love that you got the King of Wands in the heart of your spread. Two things about this. One, if you are here for career, hey, congratulations. It's like you made it. All right, you're going to be sitting in this throne. All right, just keep your eyes on the prize, head in the game. Don't look back to the past unless it's something that you got to clear. You see he's looking back. We don't want that, right? We don't want to look back, okay? Leave that in the past, all right? But make sure that you resolve any issues, whether it's within yourself or in your physical reality. Second thing, this is very transformative, okay? You see the salamander, okay? Even like, it's salamander back in the 14th century, back in the medieval times, back when tarot came out, they thought salamanders were fireproof, okay? They could endure fire, and wands are fire, all right? And so salamanders eat their own tail. They grow their own tail. So it is the symbol of the Ouroboros, okay? If you break down that word, the etymological root, Oros is tail, Boros, devouring, okay? So it is the symbol of life cycles, okay? The unity of all things. This is very transformative energy, okay? This is really great. The last thing I'm going to point out, the very last thing, is that wands are your passions too. So if you're not here for career, it's just things that you're just passionate about, all right? Feeling really good in that moment, okay? And so this king is not only, this is like a very transformative thing, but he is very influential. He is very inspiring. So a lot of y'all are stepping up into this leadership roles. That was it. That was it. You had the emperor in your future. You had the emperor in your future in your last spread. That was it. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was it. It was like you were moving into all this power. All right. So I really love that. Now, what's really interesting here is that you did get the world, okay, but in your challenge area. So there is something that you really, really need to let go. There's something you really, really need. It's almost like with the seven, especially looking at you, because I have to look at your entire spread here. You have the seven of swords, the main thing here in your past, and now the world in your challenge area. The world, this is coming to the end of one big journey, your hero's journey, or the fool's journey, right? This is the end. This is the union of all those polarities, all those dualities. This is even the merging of like all the masculine and feminine. This is the end. And you see the zero here, okay? Referencing the fool, all right? Zero, right? Kicking off that new journey. So this is coming up in your challenge area. So some of y'all this week may not, it's almost like you really have to, some things you have to resolve before you move into this next chapter, okay? You have to really resolve it at this point. The second message coming up is that some of y'all feel like you're not ready to take on this role, or maybe a little bit anxious about it, or there's just something about like just the energy that's coming through is something that's just like it's a little too much, if that makes sense. And it's not, and hey, I'm not just talking about career here at this point. I'm talking about just like, where are you in your life, right? With this major new chapter, this new journey that you want to go on. Because remember, Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, right? And Uranus. So just really, really be innovative, be visionary, think differently, if that helps, okay? But do what you have to do to feel comfortable moving into this position, okay? Whether it is stepping up like in a family role, or in a work career role, or even within like your squad. Hey, like, like really, really being that person who is kind of like the leader of the squad, right? Who did I reference for James Dean? Why don't I? Okay, yeah. Well, I don't. Did he have a squad? I don't remember. But hey, you got the Eight of Pentacles in your crown. So this is indicating to me that there is like you're there, but it's in your crown. I'm going to show you something here. You got the two of cups, okay, in the root of your spread. Absolutely love this for you. I really love this for you because it looks like you are it's like you are laser focused, okay? You are laser focused. You do see the finish line. You do want to get there. You want to reach your legacy. You want to reach your goals. Nothing is going to stop you. You have Mars and Venus in Leo in your house of hopes and wishes. Nothing is going to stop you at this point. Nothing's going to stop you. So I really want you to just continue to stay laser focused. And I mean, look at your I mean, this is a great spread. It's just like just face some of these truths that, you know, even if there's if you're moving into a position where it is a little bit more responsibility, you know, kings have a lot of responsibility, right? If it's a little bit more responsibility, if it's something that's new to you where it's like, you know, have a little bit more power, have that confidence, find that confidence. Okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles in your crown. All right, this is really just going after it. All right, really going after it, and don't be afraid to speak and to communicate. Okay, do not the things that you need. Remember, Mercury in Cancer is speaking from your heart. All right, being very intuitive as well. All right, really doing that, because eight in the tree of life, it is that mental attribute, and it came up in your crown. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, the Two of Cups. Hello, hi. Who are you? This is amazing. I absolutely love this for you. Again, this week there is definitely going to have something to do with relationships for sure. This is, you know, the card of, in layman's terms, we call it the true love card, the twin flame card, the soulmate card, two becoming one. Right? This is again very, very amazing. It's really, it's love transcending time and space itself is what it really is. All right, so I absolutely love this. So a lot of y'all will a lot of this will be resonating with y'all in terms of partnerships. Okay, in terms of partnerships, but looking at your entire spread, and even knowing what's happening like astrologically for y'all, there really is something where you could have felt a little bit of betrayal from a friend, or, you know, maybe even a colleague or whatnot, and all you want to do is make up too. Okay, like that's, I mean, you got, because this isn't just like, this is platonic love as well. I want you to know that. Okay, so it can be like a very, like your BFF. Okay, it can be like your best friend. All right, but also a lot of self-love here too. A lot of self-love here too. Remember that. But it really is a very big week for you. But just if there's anything that happened in the past or something, you know, it depends on when you watch this reading. Of course, the day that you watch this reading, like if something does happen, take that time to put that effort into it, into, you know, really, really coming to terms and just moving forward. And, you know, again, you know, if you have to break rules, break those rules, but find different ways to fix it. Okay, so you can move forward, into this new chapter, this new era in your life with the world in your challenge area. Now look at this, you got the Ace of Wands in your future, Libra. Hello. So I was kind of just trying to remember your reading last week, and it was just like moving in this direction. And then now here we are, just moving into this like place of power. So look, you got the King of Wands with the Ace of Wands here. All right, King of Wands in the heart of your spread, the Ace of Wands in your future. The Ace of Wands is aces usher in new beginnings, new change, new opportunities. Now Wands, remember what I said. It's your passions, it's your ideas. Mercury and Cancer, putting all that heart into your ideas. It's creativity too. All right, remember taking that action to resolve this issue and move forward in this new, innovative. Like, I'm proud of myself. I know where I'm going. You know, the blinders are, is it blinders or blind spots? No blind spots at this point. This is the hand of universe, the hand of spirit offering you this new opportunity. Okay, look at the leaves sprouting from the wand. Okay, wands are very invigorating, they're very lively, and this is, you know, like think about like planting seeds. Okay, so that newness that's coming through, I absolutely love this for you, so you can expect that. All right, there's this new passion, new idea, something about it, you know, and wands are creativity. Now think about creativity. Okay, creation, create, take action to move forward and let this through. You have it in your future. There's a lot of y'all have a lot to look forward to. And I am getting a message that a lot of y'all already know this. You already know there is something new coming in. So I absolutely love that for you. I love that for you. So Libra, let's get to your stuff. You know, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all, Libras. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Thanks. You're absolutely amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I do appreciate it, and I'm truly grateful. Thank you for being here with me. So, Libra, oh, you're good. Wow. You're good. Libra. You got the Hierophant. So here's the thing, Libra. This is, I can't even, absolutely, like, I cannot even right now, actually. This is really crazy. So one thing that I'm going to reference just real quick is that we remember we did just come out of that new moon in Gemini, and it was a powerful new moon, and we feel the power of a new moon for weeks. And that was in your ninth house of spirituality, and now you got the Hierophant. Okay. And so what's really interesting is, remember, right after that new moon, we had that Jupiter sextiling Saturn, and Jupiter is in Taurus right now. So Hierophant. This is not only is he Taurus, this card is ruled by Taurus. It is all about spirituality. This is, he connects you the divine. He's the connector to the from the divine to physical reality. This is absolutely amazing. When I say, like, you're moving into, like, this place of power, a lot of y'all are feeling it. A lot of y'all are wanting it. Okay, a lot of y'all are actually really, really wanting it. He's so speaking of influential, right? This is, who else wears a triple crown, right? Who else wears a triple crown? So what's really interesting is that this is the first card in the major arcanas where other people appear other than the main figure. Okay, so when I say, he's the spiritual person, the Greek priest, actually, if you think about the Hierophant, Hero, Eros, right? It's sacred, holy, and then font, feinen, to display, to reveal. We're going way back. All right. So, oh, sorry about that. I just kicked the table. That's how excited I am for you. So this is someone who has all that wisdom. Okay, you see the two gray columns here. The gray in tarot wisdom has all that wisdom, that deep sacred knowledge. He holds the keys. Okay, the first person. And so when you actually have all of that, like, you spread it. You spread it to other people when you have that knowledge, when you have that wisdom. Like, what I say, influential and powerful, very influential and powerful. Now, again, what's really interesting is, remember what I said, Mars and Venus and Leo is in your 11th house of your social network, groups you belong to, communities and organizations you belong to. This is all about organizations as well. And this is all about structure too. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. So it's just listen, you're moving into a place where you're feeling a lot more power. Okay, a lot of y'all, that's going to resonate with family too, in a family environment with your family. But for Libras, it just really depends on your birth chart. But some y'all is going to resonate with family. Some of y'all, groups, organizations you belong to, social networks. Some of y'all with work. Remember, I said that moving into Cancer season, that's all in your 10th house of career. And so you take what resonates with you. You take what resonates with you. Where do you want to put that energy? Now, you did get the Seven of Pentacles in your external factors area that's coming right after the Ace of Wands. Okay, some of y'all may be getting an opportunity that comes through where you may have to question. So let me give you an example. Maybe you've been at the same job for like 4 years. You're happy, things are good, you're satisfied, you really, everything's cool. A recruiter gets in touch, job opportunity, double your salary, you get double the benefits, and you have a lot more power in that position. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? All right. Hey, you may have to make a decision this week, okay? And remember, again, if you're not here for career, wands do represent, like, your passions and ideas and creativity. And this is, even though this is money and wealth, so this is indicating a lot of career energy here with the wands and with money and wealth. Pentacles are earthbound, so your physical reality, okay? He's looking back at what he's invested in. Okay, what have you invested in where you're just like, something new has come through, right? It could be a relationship, it could be a home, it could be something with family matters. What resonates with you? Okay, this is your reading, Libra. This is your Libra reading, so I want you to take what resonates with you. But you may have a moment of pause, just like, all right, what should I do now? You have something new coming through. All right, now you did get the Tower, which is really interesting. Two messages coming up. One, where it falls in your stuff, it's actually really saying like, oh my goodness, I do not want this to happen. I do not want any surprises. Things are really good, or I already have a lot on my plate. Okay. Second thing that's coming through, another message that's coming through, people, some of y'all want it. I'm not going to lie. Some of y'all want this moment where it's all like, clear the slate, especially with the world in your challenge area and the Seven of Swords in your past. With the Tower coming up, and mind you, the Tower ruled by Mars. Okay, remember what I said. Mars squaring Uranus this on Monday. And then Mars being in Leo in your 11th house of friendships, social circles, organizations you belong to, which is showing up in your spread, and even like work related matters or whatnot. Some of y'all want it. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people tend to fear the Tower card because it is a card of like, challenging, surprising moments that do happen in your life that you didn't see coming. Okay. And again, Mars squaring Uranus, a surprising moment could happen on Monday, right? So this is saying some of y'all actually want it. You want to burn it down, build it up. It's interesting, the message that's coming through. And ask yourself, where in your life does that resonate with, if that is something that you want. But so basically, a lot of Libras are just like, oh my gosh, I don't want this moment to happen. I'm feeling or a little like I've already got too much going on, or do you know what I mean? But some of y'all actually do want this. You're like inviting it because look, you got the Magician in your final outcome. Libra, I could look at you all day. Talk to me. What are you feeling right now? What are you feeling? Libra. Okay. So, whatever this energy is, reality you have to face, you being honest with yourself, finding that like integrity and really like coming to terms with something that you've been avoiding, or confronting someone in your physical reality that is doing something a little weird that's not allowing you to move forward, and maybe feels a little bullyish, maybe feels a little like could be like taking up too much of your headspace or whatnot, letting all that go to move forward. But at the same time, King of Wands in the heart of your spread next to the Ace of Wands, okay? Huge already. Now, the Magician, the power to manifest whatever you want. You see, he has he has all the tools of tarot at his disposal. He has the Cups, the Pentacles, the Wands, and the Swords. Where do you want to direct that energy? Because you will be able to. This is in your final outcome. This is, again, you're moving into a lot of power. There's something new coming through into your life, okay? I want you to ask yourself that. Is that in your physical world? Is it mentally? Is it emotionally? Is it spiritually? Okay, where do you feel it? But most of all, where are you going to direct that energy? The universe is giving you this opportunity, okay? This is the Magician. This is the beginning of the hero's journey, the fool's journey, your journey in your final outcome. You're on this brand new life chapter era. This is big in your final outcome, okay? Only one of two cards that has a symbol of infinity over their heads, okay? That's not only like a lot of protection, but it's infinite possibilities that come with this power that you have to manifest whatever you want, your hopes and wishes. And how I remember what I said, Mars and Venus is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. Now you see his hand to the sky, hand to the ground, as above so below. You know what your wishes are, you know what your hopes are, your dreams, your path to enlightenment. You know what all of that is. I want you to pay attention to the hand to the ground, okay? All that up there, bring it to your reality. Take that action, okay? I said that earlier with the world in your challenge area. Take that action. The Magician is all about action. Take that action. Very big week for you. My dog is even like, whoa, they got the Magician in the. This is a big week for you. Some of y'all honestly will be making big decisions, big moments too, okay? big moments. Let's not forget that Jupiter is in your eighth house, you know, death and rebirth, transformation. And after all those aspects that happened last week, and even with this week, with all of those, aspects with Saturn, the planet of, stability moving forward, like that structure and responsibility, like that's huge. That's huge. Like y'all are moving into, I mean, something new's coming through for sure. For sure. Okay. But have that self love. A lot of this could relate to partnerships in terms of work or career. If you're not here for career or relationships, it is your spiritual journey. Okay, your passions. All right. So Libra, you're amazing. You're absolutely amazing. If you want to see the whole spread, I can just push that over like that. But even still, this is absolutely amazing. I mean, again, King of Wands at the heart of your spread, Ace of Wands in your future, Magician in your final outcome. You're good. Don't forget, you got the Hierophant. You got the two of. I mean, like you got the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, you may be reconsidering some things this week. Let's just keep it that way, okay? Libra, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye bye.